that I do without thinking about, and I thought maybe you might be interested to see it. So I'm going to try and do this one-handed. I don't have one of those pattern holders for my Lowry. All I do is I take one of my favorite needle minders. Doesn't hurt to have a handsome Grey's Anatomy actor. And I simply, so I'm going to just use the chart cover here to show you. Oh, one-handed. Can I do it? And I stick it on the metal rod with the needle minder without the backing on it, and it holds my pattern right next to my stitching. So maybe you might find that little tip useful. I don't know. Or we'd be like, yeah, I've been doing that for ages, Caroline. Did you just figure that out? It's one of those things. Anyways, we're just hanging out here, having a little bit of a coffee. I think we need to do some housework now, Luna. I think we better go and get to it. Happy day 3 of Flossmas. Here we are again. Daily videos. This has been really fun. I hope you're not sick of me yet, because we're only on day 3. So I have a little bit of fundraising stuff to talk about first, and then I'll get into my crafting festivities for the day. Okay, so today is Giving Tuesday. I believe that you talk about Giving Tuesday in the States as well. It's sort of, you know, you've got Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. What's Sunday? What is Sunday? I don't know what Sunday is. Cyber Monday, and then Tuesday is traditionally called Giving Tuesday. And it's when you donate to a charity of your choice. So, putting my money where my mouth is, today I made my donation to MDC on behalf of Evertote, my small project bag business, which without you, I wouldn't be able to run. So, thanks to you, I was able to give a donation myself today. My husband, John, also through his small business, which is Mac Outpost here in London, Ontario, he and his partner as well made a donation to Muscular Dystrophy Canada. So thanks, John. And thank you to everyone else who has already donated. Don't forget, if you decide to make a direct donation to MDC, you do not go to their main webpage. I mentioned yesterday that I spoke with the fundraising coordinator at Muscular Dystrophy Canada, who has set up one of their alternate donation pages. It is 100% legitimate. And at the bottom, they were able to add a, are you donating, are you giving because of Off the Grid Needlearts? And you have to check the yes or the no box. So it basically, it is allowing us to, it gives us a way to monitor how much money we're raising, which everyone wants to know, right? Because that's kind of what's exciting, is watching that little pot grow. So to everyone who sent me an email yesterday saying that you donated, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It's really exciting to see those emails come in. So in case you missed yesterday, all you have to do, if you decide to make your donation, all the information is in the drop-down box below. Once you've done that, please send me an email to caroline@evertote.com, and in your subject heading, all you have to say is, I donated to MDC. And that email that you send me is your entry into a raffle that I'm going to hold at the very beginning of January to raffle off some prizes that I have. I'm collecting now. I'm starting to collect some things together as small thank yous that I can send out to, you know, hopefully 10 to 15 people, at least 10, hopefully 15. My friend Dawn from the Codependent Knitters in Sarnia is donating one of her project bags. She also makes project bags called the Knits Best Thing. Many of you who watch the Fiber Friends, we talk about the codependent knitters all the time. You will know her and love her as well. So she has very kindly, Dawn is also a cross stitcher, and Dawn is donating one of her project bags to our raffle as well. So thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. And that lovely bag is going to be a prize for some lucky winner. So again, thank you. I had another email yesterday from a Teresa who is the project bag maker behind Totes by Teresa. And I am going to, I'm also going to add her information in the drop down box below. It was a lovely email that Teresa sent me yesterday. And she has also offered for project bags that I believe that she's selling for the month of December, she is going to donate $2 of every project bag that she sends to MDC. So Teresa, thank you. Thank you for your kindness. That was really a very, very kind and sweet email that you sent me. Much appreciated, so thank you. And to everyone who has talked about Flossmas on their videos and mentioned MDC, again, and mentioned Patty Breaks Pattern as well. Everybody, well, I mean everybody, right? Everybody in the entire world. Lots of stitchers are joining in with the fun with Patty Breaks Stitchy Noel pattern, which has been great. So speaking of Flossmas videos, I have just a couple more mentions of people who I know are putting out daily videos. The first one is, she sent me a message, a comment yesterday. Julie, her channel name is SylverStitches, and I will put her, I'll add her in the list below of Flosstubers who are making daily December videos. And I have to tell you, I watched Julie last night when I was finishing up a bit of sewing. And first of all, I love, my favorite thing about Flosstube is that it's a little slice, if you're paying attention, or even sometimes if you're just, you know, in the background, it's that little slice of life of that particular moment in time. That some things may happen while they're recording. And the beauty of Flosstube is that, you know, this isn't highly, you know, I'm gonna put in a photo of my setup at the beginning. At the beginning of this video, I will have already put in a photo so that you can see what my setup is. I've got a tripod set up on a stack of books. Kids books, John's big books, an old university textbook of mine, and a floss bobbin box. So that is my extremely high tech setup, you know, but that's, anybody can make a Flosstube video, right? So watching Julie, you know, I'm enjoying the chatter, I'm joining, you know, listening to her plans for Flossmas, and then all of a sudden I see this little cat tail. And you can't see the whole cat, you can just see part of her cat wander across the room, and then you can't see the cat anymore, but you know what? No, I'm not gonna give it away. I'm not gonna give it away. You gotta go and watch it. Go and watch Julie's video, and I bet you it'll make you smile too, because it's adorable. Anyways, thank you, Julie. Thanks for leaving me a comment, and I'm glad. I've subscribed, and I'm looking forward to keeping up with you during Flossmas. Two others to mention. Someone mentioned FarmGirl, of course, and she had popped up in my feed earlier. She's doing Vlogmas. So Vlogmas is more what knitters tend to call the month of December daily videos. I'm sure lots of people use Vlogmas, but as many of you know, FarmGirl, she's doing daily, more general crafting videos. So it's not just gonna be cross stitch. So if you're like me and you like lots of different crafts, she's showing some beautiful things. So enjoy FarmGirl. And the other one is, lots of knitters know this particular podcaster, but maybe not as many cross stitchers. So her name is, her channel name is Stitching the High Notes, and she's lovely. She's a singer. She's a lovely, lovely, like professional singer, and so that is her knitting and cross stitch channel, and she is also doing daily videos in December. So worth watching, and enjoy. Any other suggestions? Leave them in the comment box below. Much appreciated. Okay, let's get right to my whips because I did do a little bit of work since I visited with you yesterday. First of all, I wanted to share my sock. Well, it's not my, these are socks that I'm knitting for my father-in-law. And I challenged myself on a Friday video that I would do it and then I would share my progress with you to keep myself accountable that I actually am knitting them. So as you can see, I have, you know, it's not a huge amount of progress, but for someone who only has a few minutes here and there to knit, a few rounds is not overly taxing. And it's one of those things, whenever I pick up a sock on a circular needle, it's impossible to resist just putting in a few stitches. So I better put this down or else. It's one of those things, you know, just one more. Just one more. Okay, done, really done. Okay, next up is my Stitchy Noel ornament from Patty Break. Info in the drop-down box below. This is our pattern for raising money for MDC this month that Patty designed. Very inexpensive. We're hoping that as many people who can afford it will be able to purchase it and join in with us in stitching it. And here is my progress so far. Looks like I have a new, only because I didn't have enough time to start a new thread. So it will be an O when I'm finished, clearly. You can't spell Noel with a U. And then after I do the O, I think I'm gonna go above and I'm gonna do the black joyeux backstitch because it's never my favorite. I'm just not a fan of, like, I love how it looks. I just don't like doing it. Full disclosure. It's kind of like how Ellen Reed, Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour, how she feels about French knots. I think we all know how Ellen feels about French knots. So Ellen, I'm thinking of doing a tutorial on colonial knots once I practice them a bit, and maybe you might enjoy colonial knots more than French knots, but then perhaps maybe you'll feel the same way. I don't know, we'll give it a try. Okay, so that's my progress on Noel, Stitchy Noel. And then the other thing that I said I was gonna do, and I did it. See, I set myself a goal and I accomplished it. This is my Santa's Village Country Cottage Needleworks. And I said I was going to stitch some of the snow and I was going to finish all of the berries. This is Mrs. Claus's, this one's called Mrs. Claus's house. Or I can't remember the exact name of the pattern, but that's where Mrs. Claus lives. Someone said something funny once because Santa's house is over here and Mrs. Claus's house is over here, and somebody said they didn't know that Santa and Mrs. Claus had such a big argument that their houses had to be so far apart. Oh, I thought that was funny. Anyway, I'll sit in here laughing at myself. I may or may not edit that part out. We'll see. Anyway, but I did it. I did it. Woohoo! So, my plans are to continue with these two projects tonight. Tuesday is always a little bit of a busier day of the week because I still do a little bit of teaching. And Tuesday night I teach until 7 p.m. I have a flute student who comes for an hour. He's here until 7. My other student, Marilyn, comes during the day. You're actually maybe going to meet Marilyn next week or the week after. I have a little something planned. So perhaps you'll meet her next week. But she comes usually in the morning. She didn't come today for various reasons. But I'm still teaching tonight, so you don't need to know all this. Needless to say, I'm going to have less stitching time. So I'm stitching with the same projects just because everything is already out and I don't have to reorganize myself. So you should see, let's give myself a goal. How about I say I am going to attempt to finish the snow. That's the plan. I'm going to finish the snow on that one there. All right, very quickly, because it is, where are we? Yeah, I'm already at 15 minutes. These aren't going to be 10-minute Flossmases, you know. what can I say? It's never gonna be a 2 or 3 minute show around here. I just talk too much. I had some questions about the count and canvas work. I usually do, and I always forget that I'm gonna get questions about these gorgeous, beauteous things of, they're just gorgeous. Counted canvas work. I have done a few videos. So if you have any questions about the counted canvas work, my best advice to you is to flip back in my channel. If you go into the playlist section, this is probably easier. Go into the playlist section and find the playlist for the Friday Off the Grid Stitch With Me videos. And if you just scroll through that feed, you're gonna come across a couple of videos that have this project as the screenshot. Because I have actually done at least 2, if not 3 videos with this same project, explaining about canvas work, explaining how to do it, even how to shop for it. My trip to the LNS video, way back when in 2017, I think, my friend Adrian actually purchased and kitted up counted canvas work. In fact, that video I will find and I'll link to it in the little title-y thing that comes up here. Because if you've never even looked for this type of materials, you might be a bit in the dark. So I'll try to link to that video where we went to the store and I helped her kit one up. Canvas work is so fun. And thank you to the friends who messaged me last night and said, oh, I think I might have that metallic rainbow gallery in my stash. Let me go and have a look. To no avail, nobody had it. But special shout out to Martha, who told me that she has stitched 65 of these from Nancy's Needle. 65. Martha, you're my hero. I would love a couple of photos. If you're brave enough to take a photo of, I don't know if you have them all hanging up or how you have them displayed, I would love to see them. Like really, I would love to see them. And I bet Flosstube would love to see them too. So call me. 65. Wow, that is incredible. I can't even finish 1 in 2 years. So that's incredible stuff. Okay, I think that's it. I have something a little special planned for tomorrow. So last month I reached out to a few different people in the Flosstube world, and I asked if they would maybe perhaps join the Flossmas celebration and perhaps record a special Flossmas video, something special, a little something special where we could make a cup of tea and have a cookie and go to their channel together and go and visit them. And I think if all goes as planned, Michelle Bendy was the first one, but Michelle had an administrative task to take care of. So kudos to Michelle for taking on, the admin work at the front end. Tomorrow we've got kind of a fun visit planned. I'm not going to tell you who it is. It's going to be a bit of a surprise. But if all goes as planned, because we haven't confirmed our timing yet. So you may get a surprise visit tomorrow, or it may be on Thursday. We'll see. I'll update you tomorrow at 6 p.m. So that's it for that. And the shop update, just a little quick shop update for Evertote. I am usually 7 to 10 days, not behind, but usually I'm about 7 to 10 days working on orders before they get sent out the door. I am now almost, as of later this afternoon, completely caught up. So if you were possibly hoping, thinking that maybe you might like to order a project bag in time for Christmas, I have enough time tomorrow and Thursday morning to get some orders out by Thursday afternoon. That should make it to you no problem in time for Christmas, just in case. So that's www.evertote.com. There's still some bags in the shop that I can easily get ready to have out the door by Thursday. And that's it. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. It's going to be interesting to see if I ever have a short Flossmas day. I hope you don't mind. If you do, I guess you'll just unsubscribe. I have too many things to say, and too many words for, you know, I should take fewer words, but I don't. Anyways, I'm gonna go heat up my coffee. Yeah, it's lukewarm again, but that's okay. Is that your day too? Do you find yourself, sometimes if I can't find my coffee, I go and look in the microwave. I'm sure many of you are the same. Anyways, happy Giving Tuesday. Thank you again if you've donated. It's truly appreciated. And I'll see you tomorrow for Flossmas Day 4. Happy stitching.